Well, hello everybody. Takes a minute to let people log on. I'm going to do this video and go through some serious topics here today in the province of Ontario, leading off on Omicron. I went through this last night. I said I would give it today and on my way to work after everybody got to absorb all the information shared with you. I would go through it as it really is, what it is, how personal it is to me, because I also needed permission to go forward with this video. I made a video about my Crown corporation I work for, the client. I'm not going to tell everybody where that is, but it's up front in my face personal now as a double vax, soon to be third dose working third class citizen. I make this video to address Doug Ford and Andrea Horwath, I guess. That's conservative in leadership and absolutely NDP in official opposition. Everybody who's watching this now, you are the only ones currently getting this in all of its absolute context, as I can guarantee you, because I put Doug Ford and Andrea Horwath, I put them in this video. It's attention to, and you're all going to get it. Very limited view. There'll be hundreds of views, but so many won't share. So many will only watch and see what they can take for their own narrative. I know my social media must be purged. That will be done over the holidays. I've gotten lots done. But this is what the rollout was today. So, young Dakota, unvaccinated, 8 years old, in our home. We're both double vaccinated. My mother and my two daughters are coming for Christmas. My mother's fully vaccinated. My daughters are fully vaccinated some time ago. We have to go through, absolutely, the diabetes schedule, new regiment. There's been a change in that. I got to work with Hamilton this week yet with that. I learned quickly as I did the courses in Alberta at the birthplace of type 1 diabetes cure, the #1 location in Canada, Edmonton, Alberta, University of Alberta. Beyond that, now I got to look at the boosters and the rest of it. And now today, Dakota comes home with a test kit. A test kit just like all the unvaccinated persons I work with. They have to get those test kits over the holidays. They have to do it online and on video. We have to now do that for Dakota for school, or he can't go to school. They're talking about Ontario possibly entering again into online learning, shutting it all down, or what's going to happen. Here's all these millions, and I'm telling you, everybody, 48 million test kits sent out to all kinds of people, all kinds of professions in Ontario. Lots of supply over the holidays for the return back to school. Just like in my work, where all unvaccinated have been going through in a Crown corporation, have had to multiple days a week test. Now they're talking about pushing that on everybody, vaxxed or not. Now, my experts who come from the University of Ottawa and also Oxford, UK, went to the Ford government and the official opposition. Today, as I told you all, it would be announced there will be test kits for those who wish to have testing done for antibodies, antigen testing. Now, the government is the Crown and the province. They hold Section 92 power. I'm holding my button on the trigger right now for the day I go to work as a double vaxxed and soon to be third dose vaxxed, when they try to tell me you must be tested for all of these things. Now, I am game for any antibody test, as I think everybody would be, but understand this, Canadians, the cost of the jab is equivalent to one test of an antibody test. They're equivalent. Now, I am absolutely a physical conservative. I am an economist. I tell you all the real truths. I can get behind the vaccination program, no problem. I look at the health stats, no problem. I share it all with you. You tell me Omicron, I look at the stats on that too. We go through it. I don't see with the new pills, just like other diseases like the flu, like the cold, that can't be cured. There's never been a cure. There won't be a cure for COVID-19, not in this lifetime in front of us, in the technologies we have. It's not there. I've been to the best experts in the world. You're getting it firsthand because I can tell you the guy who brought forward antibody testing through Oxford and through the University of Ottawa, just to Doug Ford and Andrea Horwath, came from my experts, from me and the work we're doing. I'm not an expert, but I definitely am an excellent researcher and can hold my own on those stages. And anyone who doesn't believe it, you just contact Oxford. You'll find out I'm a heavy duty participant. Not bad for an economist. You'll find them in every legal institution, the best of the best worldwide. I can reach anybody, anywhere, anytime. I've been at it for 4 solid years. I've proved myself beyond all measure. And today, those governments take it. Now, I didn't swear no crown oath. I am not a police officer. I'm not even a government worker. I'm a third-class citizen in the private sector. And you want me to give up my rights, following all legal parameters, all absolute health measures to a T. Not afraid. I was never afraid of COVID in my health. I was never afraid of the vaccine in my health. I did all my research. I shared all of that with all my loyal followers. But today, the government of Ontario, the official opposition, try to sneak on a substantial socialist element and autocracy. Me and many of the world's greatest legal academics, historians, absolutely published, top of the top in every major country nearly in the world. I got 144 of them. If you were to have a vote on the smartest registered people in the world in these specific areas, I'm going to win it. I would win it in the UN General Assembly by a large margin, and I would absolutely win the UNSCP 5. But what do you do when a country like Canada, who doesn't follow any international law, has only crown power, crown colonial power, 0 regional constitutions, where an autocratic dictator like Justin Trudeau can put his hands in the air and say, I bought all the vaccines for all these years, it's all lying waiting for you, let the autocratic provincial premiers roll it out. My hands are unbound, I'm off the hook. I get to go on as the UN state of Canada, and the world is no wiser to our absolute full autocracy. I hope many of you, I know my loyalist of loyal followers, are smart enough to understand that, what I'm saying. I make the video anyway, even with so many who can't gain the concepts, can't gain the knowledge. I understand that. It's over a lot of heads, but it doesn't mean you don't share it anyway. It doesn't mean you don't put it out there. It doesn't mean you don't take the beating. Will I be cleaning my skewed following and my skewed Facebook over Christmas? Absolutely. A lot of you know what I did today and what I rolled out, why I saved this video for last, because even them, they can have this video. I know BBC will chop it up into maximes needed bullshit narratives. He'll use the best information for the wrong narratives, as does the Conservatives, as does the Liberals, as does the NDP, and we can go on and on and on. And really, for me, That's why I do Facebook. The best minds in the world, people who write books, who have the best publishers in the world, say, Dave, scrap it, start writing, join us, leave this platform, leave it all. You'll be a fairly wealthy guy. You'll be well known, you'll be published, and then you can go back in life. That doesn't work for this guy. I am boots on the ground. I actually do love my fellow Canadians. I love my Albertans, my home, my region. And I fight for the little people, successfully or not at points in time, does not matter. I have some pretty big shoes around this country and around the world that routinely watch my videos when it's pertinent to them, or I forward it on to them. And then there's those who absolutely always watch my videos. You'd be surprised who they are. And they put up with my slights or going off in other directions and then trying to get back on topic. But now this is where Ontario's at. You can guarantee a lot of the regions in Canada will adopt these same measures. I don't know about the antibody testing. I don't know about the mandatory systems they put in the schools. In Ontario, there's mandatory vaccination to be enrolled in school, as is New Brunswick, as is BC. So what does that mean? Dakota's going to have to get the vaccine. We're going to take him tomorrow. I'm going to find the third shot booster status for my family coming at Christmas, and we are going to carry on. I am going to challenge the corporate system at my work, whether it costs me my job, and no, I'm not telling anyone where that is. I will talk to a lot of my co-workers today, both vaxxed and unvaxxed. I will go through that truth and what I have done and what the Attorney General has in their hands today, what the top doctor of Ontario rolled out officially today, 6 hours ago, from my friends in Oxford, as I promised all of you they would. Now, people can say it's not true, oh, well, I'm a liar. Hey, I wouldn't have those following me. I wouldn't have the Twitter I have. If what I say isn't true, they wouldn't be following me. They wouldn't be from the Republican Party. They wouldn't be from the smartest institutions, proven doctorates in the world, highly published, beyond all the radicals and the socialists and everybody else. I top them all out. I topped out Doug Ford and Andrea Horwath. I topped them out, NDP and Conservative, having a hard time when I get first hand before they do. Not bad for a guy driving the GTA in a beat-up old truck, a tradesman with a low-scale degree from a lower institution. Not bad. And it's not to brag. It's to tell you what is and what's coming. There's even a pill now, just like colds, flu effects, all of it, Tylenol. We can go through all of them. Of course they're going to come out with it. Of course they're going to be peddling it. And of course, in time, as the years roll by, you can't all see it now. But in time, like everything else, like the AIDS pandemic, all these other things, they will become trivialized. And people will become used to it. People will go to work. Oh, I got the COVID. Oh, I'm taking my COVID pill. Oh, yeah, I got my up-to-date shots. That's where we're going. Right now, people don't want to face it, don't want to see it, but that's where the world goes. And I'm not going to allow socialists to win, and that is conservatives here in Ontario too. Liberals love it, conservatives adopt it. NDP loves the bolstering of health services beyond all measure. I'm not down with it, but it's coming, it's here, it's been rolled out today. Everybody got it. And if you look at my video last night, I told all of you, just you wait. I'm going to let it roll out and you're all going to see it. And now you do. This is where we're going. You make your decisions. But the longer you resist the autocratic machine, the more emergency powers and the more rights and the more socialism you're going to get. That's reality. I could lie to you, I could sugarcoat it. I have fought battles in the best institutions in the world. We're not following Canada. They're logging it, they're writing about it, they're going to put it in papers. You'll be able to read about it for years to come. But what does that do to you, myself, my family, your family, for the years to come while we're in that autocracy? That's why I remain boots on the ground. I'll still do all that work. I'll still fight the power. But at some point, when people can't wake up and people can't see things as they are, at what point do you say, it's time to go to a country where they do, or at least they have an institution that protects the people from that crap? And they're there, they exist, and people take their onus upon themselves because you're held financially liable for that. I don't like these extreme socialisms when it's used as a weapon against me. Worse, a weapon against the future for my children. That's reality. Share, 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 because it's the truth. Share, 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 because it ain't going to get any better. Bye now.